Hey, what is going on? Welcome to, I don't know, wait, what's going on here? Okay, I think I'm live now. So, hey, what's going on? Welcome to Beautiful Start Podcast. If this is your first time listening to this live, because I am live, definitely if you on the YouTube page, because I'm going live on both pages, Facebook and YouTube. If this is your first time listening to either, definitely like and share. If you are on the YouTube part, definitely subscribe. I definitely would like both channels to grow. So yeah, so basically I wanted to come on. I'm gonna make it a quick live. The topic is going to be take time out for you and come back stronger. Take time out for you, come back stronger, right? Now, as women, we could be busy. Life keeps on going, and there's always something to do. There's always uh something that you could utilize to take out your time for. And taking out your time for like self-care, um making sure that you good, um making sure that you are your top priority as well, um and getting back to you and taking care of you. That's important, because we only have our one self, right? And a lot of people talk about, like, you got one life to live it to your best ability. Yes, you have one life to live, right? But at the same time, right, while you living your life and going through your experiences, you have to allot time, take out some time for yourself and do the necessary things that you need to do to re-energize yourself, to get yourself refocused, to get yourself reset, to preserve your energy or refuel yourself, right? Um but just understanding that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, right, time is going by so fast. And even if it's like 30 minutes, an hour, you know what I'm saying? 15 minutes, to me, I like to spend time with myself, right? Shoot, it'd be like a whole, with me, it'd be like a whole work shift, you know what I'm saying? 8 hours, 12 hours, I had went to like the spa. And when I tell you, if you have never been to a spa, definitely go. Especially when you could get certain like massages, or you could um get much needed time to yourself. Cause when I went to the spa, like, I mean, at different times I go to the spa, whatever, but the last time I went, there was a few people there, right? They put you in like this room, where it's quiet, it's nice music. You have the option of, like, drinking some lime water, lemon water. You sit in a comfortable chair, like, it's very beautiful, Then you have, like, depending on what type of massager that you have, like whether it's a woman or man. Like, a lot of times, women like to choose men because their hands are so like big, and when they press it in your skin, it feels good, like, you know. But to me, it really doesn't really matter. But just to have that time to yourself and get your whole body massage, and within that time frame of 45 minutes to an hour, like, you could be in a deep trance, a deep meditation. Now, meditation, I feel like, is important, it allows you to clear your mind. It allows you to refocus, because a lot of times, like, our mind is like constantly going, like, yo, if I wasn't in a space where I tapped out and allowed myself to go within and meditate. Now, going to different dimensions and doing all this extra, that's extra, like, as far as, like, when you think about, like, people who meditate on a regular basis, or who into different, things of that nature, who have different belief systems as far as, uh, you know, uh, spirituality. But this ain't what this is about. If you guys are interested in talking more about that or learning more about that, definitely in the comment section when you listening to this, definitely say that, but this is just more so about you taking out time for yourself, right? But as far as that time, like when you get your massage, it feels good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about like the type of massage you get from, like, what is it called? Like when you have like back pain and you go to see a chiropractor. Like a lot of like if you pay for, like, if you go to the spa and pay for a massage, right? It feels like, for the most part, it feel pretty good, right? But if you are at a chiropractor and you seeing a masseuse there and they doing stuff stimulating your muscles and all that stuff is painful. Now some people will be like, I don't see really the difference, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a masseuse, you know what I'm saying, go extra hard as if I was going to the chiropractor and getting my, whether your muscle stimulated, or they cracking your back, or and they like, oh, I don't like going to the spa, I don't like getting massages, or there's other things that you could do at the massage parlor or the spa. They have other things. They got the pool. They have like a sauna. They got a relaxing room, depending on where you go. It's different things, and then also now, as far as the spa, like there's other things that, we could do that could be considered taking time out for yourself. I don't know if you guys exercise or into, like, moving your body and stuff like that. But now a lot of times, women are taking, like, dance classes, or stripper pole type of erotic dancing. That's what I would call it, like, erotic dancing, and moving your body, because moving your body eliminates a lot of energy, a negative energy, right? And I feel like if you don't have a way of releasing those negative energies, or allowing it to have space to leave, right? Because at the end of the day, like, people moving their body, whether it's like exercising or dancing, or a straight, like, routine, like even people who do, like, practice martial arts. I know, like, in the community that I live in, it's filled with a lot of people of different nationalities, and so I'm not gonna like call out any particular race, but I notice, like, if I go out early in the morning and go for like a walk, be chilling, what I'm saying, go outside, be chilling, go sit on a bench or whatever, or walk down a block or whatever, I always see some woman of the, because I'm well, the race don't even matter, but I I just would like to give you guys a descriptive, be detailed, so you could like have an idea of what I'm, visualize. But when I go outside, I see, older women, older men, mostly women, of, like, I would say these women are probably between the ages, from what I could visually see, because you know what I'm saying, you could look at somebody and be like, yo, they look mad young, they this age, they that age, but you really don't know. But you could look at somebody and be like, yo, well, she looked like, let me just say it, she looked like the woman, like, between the ages of, like, I would say like 45, 55 Like, you know what I'm saying? Like up there like 60, 70. Now 70 is pushing it, but I see some 70-year-olds like they be out and about or whatever. But for the most part, they go outside and they do like these exercises, and it be a group of elderly women, you know, or blended group of elderly men and women, and they commune together and they do some type of exercises as far as like that's to me is associated to like martial arts or like certain energetic movements, and like clockwork. Let me tell you something. If I go out my house, like let me say like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm guaranteed to see groups of women doing these, you know, exercises. You know, I'm like by, well, I'm not even gonna say where the hell I'm by. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Unless the ops is, let me unless, you know what I'm saying, the ops is listening. Let me stop. Let me not even joke like that. But yeah, so like certain parts or whatever, you'll see these exercises, you know what I'm saying, or these certain movements, and it's like, you know, it's like clockwork, you know what I'm saying, as far as that's me to like I'm saying in terms of like they are there at a particular time of the day. You feel what I'm saying? Like if I go out my house like 7 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning, or even I would say like 10 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, depending, I will see these particular certain type of activities that are going on and these exercises. And then like, you know, certain people, like, you know, they have certain gardens that they like, you know, they be planting and stuff like that. But getting back to the whole movement, when you move your body, it kind of sets off this, it releases this thing of like endorphins, and these are like the hormones that make you feel good, you know what I'm saying, and it sharpens your focus, you know, and it increases like your energy, and it could help improve your mood overall. Like this is something that, you know, researchers and people based off of different studies have became aware of, you know what I'm saying. You can look at different you know, articles, or based on people researches, you know, you could look it up, right? Because at the end of the day, you know, you could do your own research and figure it out for yourself, like, because you don't have to take what I'm saying for face value, you know what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, like, you know, you do your own research, but moving your body, staying active, keeps your body healthy, you feel what I'm saying. And that's always good. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to act like, you know, I'm always, you know, moving my body and exercising and stuff like that. So I'm not perfect, you know, but I do do it when I can, and when I want to, and when I need to shake some of this stuff off, like especially like the, you know, the negativity. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if you someone that has a heavy presence online, and your businesses is online, and you know, you putting yourself out there, because a lot of times, you know, there's people out there that put themselves out on the internet is because that's some first, number one, that's something that they want to do, that's something that they like to do, and sometimes that's a way of, you know, people making income. That's they that's their income, that's they livelihoods, the way they're you know, taking care of themselves. And then, you know, you have other people out there who you what the hell is going on here? Okay, let me drink some. Okay, because I'm over here stuttering. I don't have a stuttering issue. Like, what is tea? I want to cut this part off. Mm-hmm. But you have these people that utilize their platforms to get out whatever it is that they need to get out. Whether it's like to express themselves, they have a product that they want to sell, they have a message that they want to give out, whatever it is. And some people just utilize they platforms to document certain periods in their life that's happy, or that certain transitions. That's just like someone, when you graduate from college, or a graduate school or high school, or even whenever you graduate, people like to share those moments, because those are moments in time that represents a transition, like going on to the next, you know what I'm saying? Or people like to record themselves having a good time partying and stuff like that, you feel me? But when you on these platforms and putting out this information, or whatever it is, pictures, videos, you are subjected to people judgments, and people just flat out not even liking you for whatever reasons. And well, I ain't like her because she wore a turquoise shirt. Her shirt was purple, or her shirt was green, and that reminded me of this girl that I went to school with, and I ain't like her. Like, dumb stuff. Like, come on now. You have adults acting like children. You know what I'm saying? Like, with this stuff, but it's only expected. You feel me? But you have to have a certain thick skin. Sometimes people can, go online and do their thing and see the negative comments and just delete it or block the people and go on about their lives. But when you have certain things that you're experiencing on a personal level, even internally or on a mental level or whatever, that people don't know about. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like, how you in a bad mood, like something you could have did, or something that you could have seen, could have tripled down and made you feel this negative vibe, or have a negative attitude. You feel what I'm saying? Or feel something. And you trying to like go about your day as being normal as possible. Like, you really trying to like, go about your day and do what it is that you need to do. Because at the end of the day, your landlord, you know what I'm saying, or the mortgage or the bank or whoever you know what I'm saying, don't care about whether you feel good or whether you don't feel good, or all this chaotic drama that's going around. Don't care about that. They want their money. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got a light and gas bill. They Con Edison or wherever the light people, you know what I'm saying, they want their money. Like the electricity, wherever you get it from or whatever, like they want their coins. They don't care. They're not gonna be like, oh well, the person who's doing the bills or putting the money in, they gonna be like, you know what, Alicia is going through all these problems. Her man left her. She lost her job, and she's dealing with all these deaths in the family, and so we know she going through all this stuff. So let's not send her a bill today. We gonna just send her it. No, it doesn't work that way at all. Nope. Sorry. Like, you gotta go to work, you know what I'm saying, pay your bills. And now people put themselves in a position where they are content creators, you feel what I'm saying, or bloggers, or someone who what is it called, market affiliations, I think that's what it called, people who sell products online. Like, back in the days, when I was growing up, It used to be like the Avon lady. You feel what I'm saying? You'll have a person who actually comes out to your door, knock on your door, and selling you Avon. Like, that's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that makes me think about the time when I was a little kid or whatever, right? Yo, I don't know why it just brought up that memory. So when I was like, I think I had to be like 12. I was mad young, right? I had to be that age because I had particular friends at that time. You feel what I'm saying? And and we used to sell like the newspapers and we used to sell the newspapers. So this woman, she used to come pick us up, right? I don't know how we found that job. Like, they used to put like odd jobs and stuff like that in the newspaper. Like, they didn't have this internet. You know what I'm saying? But I think they did. I feel like they always had the internet, for the simple fact you was always seeing these movies about these young girls living in the suburbs who would meet some guy on the internet, like, through the AOL chat and shit like that. But me, like, we had a computer in the house. You know what I'm saying? We had the little thing or whatever, but for the most part, I was there for show. You feel what I'm saying? We wasn't really tapping into that. We was more so like, yo, we got to get out and about. Like, this era is so different. Like, we had to go out and literally meet people. Like, you would meet people at school, work, or just like, you know what I'm saying, someone you see on an everyday basis. And people used to formulate cliques and stuff like that. Like, I was one in the hood of hooders. I'm not going to say exactly, which hood, but I'm pretty sure if anybody, I'm saying, out there, I'm saying, know me. But anyway, getting back to the little story, right? So I don't know how we found this job, right? But we, I'm saying, we was young girls and we wanted our money, okay? If they saying like it's no age requirement or none of that stuff, and we could make this money, hey, let's do this. I'm talking about young. I don't think I had my working papers. I swear it was like that. It was a commission based job. And so what we had to do was we had to go and get people to sign up for the newspaper so that they could get it delivered. And so it was like each person you could convince to sign up for this, you get like a commission. Now I got a little check. I'm not going to say how much how much it was, but it's like you had to really go out and like, go to people's houses. And this woman, she like drove a van and she used to come pick us up, and we used to go like to like certain suburban areas, like where houses, like, where like when your paper is being delivered, they could just leave it out on your front porch. But they was like, moving into a space where it was not only for people who have houses, it was more so for anybody. Like, whether you lived in an apartment or whatever, if you wanted your newspaper to be delivered to you. It was like that, because back in the day, that's how people got information, through these media, these newspapers. That's how you was getting your information. You was getting your information via newspaper. You know what I'm saying? You would get it through via word of mouth, but time it got to you, somebody had to switch up the information a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like that. So like the whole point I was trying to make is like, people actually going out and knocking on people's doors and stuff like that. And, I was thinking about the Avon lady, right? You know what I'm saying? Who used to come knock on our doors or whatever. Like, it made me think about my personal experience when I was like, trying to get my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you like 12, 13 or 12, 11? I was young. I don't think I was 14 yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I was 14 yet. Like, nah, I don't think so. We was trying to get our money, boy. Okay? We was like, listen, all we gotta do, and I feel like the woman chose young kids for the simple fact that, people would look at the little kid and be like, oh, yeah, I'll sign up for for this newspaper. Oh, look at you. You know, whatever little sympathetic, you know what I'm saying? But now that I think about it, I'm like, they was like, you know, the little late, but it was only like 3 hours. I think it was like 3 hours or 2 hours. It was like a short period of time. But yeah, like actually, you know, putting yourself out there and having to do certain things where you're constantly interacting or dealing with people, and if that's like your work, you know what I'm saying, like something that you do, like people go online and they have these jobs that they do, like people who are YouTubers, you know what I'm saying, content creators, people who have to present themselves like, you know, they face and they body or whatever, like on a camera, and there's going to be times when people don't even feel like being bothered. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to get online, get in front of a camera, record yourself doing, you know, personal stuff, probably, you know what I'm saying, like stuff you do in your house, and you know, uh and they have to, like, you know, they put themselves out there because that's their job. That's how they get their bread and butter. It's not like, oh yeah, this person made it and they making all this money. No, they put themselves in a position to earn an income from highlighting and showing certain aspects of their lives, or talking about certain particular topics, or you know, doing certain things, right? So they put themselves in a position, and sometimes, you know, we don't want to go to work, we don't want to do work, we don't, you know what I'm saying, we dealing with mad different things, dealing with issues, you feel me, you feel what I'm saying, like people be having mad things that they gotta do, that they struggling with, that people won't even tell you. Like that's why I'm like a lot of times people like to judge other people, you know, based off of an incident that probably happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you could have been tired and still showed up to work. You feel what I'm saying? But it probably came off like, oh yeah, you have a nasty attitude, or you being rude, or you feel what I'm saying? But this person just could have been tired, or this person could have just been having some personal things going on in their life, and they didn't even want to go to work, but because they got bills, they gotta show up. Like you gotta show up with your best face when you are struggling and dealing with certain things. You feel what I'm saying? And that's when it's important for us to kind of know when it's time to take a little time out. You feel me? There's been plenty of times when, you know, I had a stressful day, you know, at work. You feel me? I mean, like, listen, very, very stressful day at work where I had to, before I even enter my house, I would like go for a walk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me go for a walk. Let me go to this park real fast. Let me write out some things, journal some things, because it's like bringing that energy into your home, to me, like is kind of crossing things to me, like in terms of, like, if you had a bad day at work, don't nobody in your household need to know none of that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Your house, your man or your girlfriend, your spouse, your pets, your kids, your parents, cousin, whoever you living with, roommates. You feel what I'm saying? And now I know they have like new things. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like people, it's so much different things going on. Like I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but the point I was trying to make is like, yeah, what's going on in the workplace don't have to be what's going on in your household. It shouldn't be crossing. But some people, you know, they allow others into their household. Like they, you know what I'm saying, in terms of what they want people to see and view. in their lives. Like, especially when you think about reality TV stars, right? So reality TV stars, not reality TV stars, I'm sorry, reality TV shows. That's what I meant to say. Yes, reality TV shows. And then you have, like, popular content creators, or content creators, period. You know what I'm saying? Whether you getting paid or not paid, and you putting content out there. Cause let's face it, you feel what I'm saying? Like, some people get paid and other people don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? And they do the same thing, just like you have musical artists. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there that do that. You feel what I'm saying? But the overall point that I was trying to make in terms of that is, right, so you have people out there who they put themselves in a position where they are, recording themselves, and they recording themselves in a household. You feel what I'm saying? So whether you recording yourself in your household having a conversation, or showing yourself doing chores or cooking, you invited people into your household, but you still are controlling the narrative, or controlling what you want people to see and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. It should be stopped at that. Like, to allow someone to come into your household and create chaos. You know what I'm saying? Even for you to, like, work a job and then come home and, complain to your family members, your spouse, about the day that you had. You feel what I'm saying? Or about the craziness that's going on. Like, I feel like, listen, one don't have nothing to do with the other. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I feel like, yo, out of sight, out of mind. Let's keep it there. Let's you know what I'm saying? Like, but some people don't know how to deal with, certain stresses, or certain things like that, right? So they just constantly talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I had this kind of day, da da da, blah 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 blah. Keep talking about it, and then it's like, all right, you gonna talk about this all night? You know what I'm saying? You gonna allow this to come into your personal space, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people get bent out of shape on a comment that somebody made online that they don't even know these people. Like, how is it that you getting bent out of shape because of something somebody said that was not true? You know what I'm saying? Like, you getting bent out of shape for that. And then you constantly talking about it and worrying about it and focusing your energy on it and bringing people into it that shouldn't even, be a part of it. Right? So I've noticed that, like, you know what I'm saying? I used to come home and I used to talk about, like, things that stressed me out. And then I said to myself, why am I doing this? Like, what is the point of this? You know what I'm saying? Let me enjoy my goddamn evening. You know what I'm saying? Let me enjoy my night. Let me do what I need to do. Let me focus on what I need to do. Like, and stop allowing things and people and experiences and situations that have so much control to the fact that I'm not getting stuff done. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's important for people to vent. Like, yes, vent. Get it out. Release it. You know what I'm saying? But it's how you releasing it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, your spouse, your family members, your friends don't want to hear that all the time. Like, they don't care. You feel what I'm saying? Like, especially like when it's just like, come on, like, I know people they like they tea, and they like, you know what I'm saying, like some piping hot tea and gossip and stuff like that, and all the whatever. But then after a while, that stuff, like, it drains you. You know what I'm saying? It sucks the life out of you. I'm sorry, it does. Like, at some point, you got to be able to vent it out and release it and move on. Just like when I'm like, yo, when I have had some, in the past, I've had some stressful times or whatever. I would go for a walk, or I would write out some things, and or sit by the water. I like to go to, like, the west side or whatever. Like, the west side, they have this, like, park. Like, it's people out here that live in boats and stuff like that. So I like to go by, like, the river over there, and, like, sit down. They have some nice benches, and I could just write out some things, or I could walk. But I noticed that, like, a lot of these at least where I'm at, they have, like, a lot of these boats that be going to, like, different boroughs. You know what I'm saying? They have a boat goes to well, it's always been the South Ferry. You feel what I'm saying? A little boat or whatever. Go to Staten Island. It's called the Staten Island Ferry. I don't know why I said the South Ferry. Then they have these boats that go to Queens. I think they have a boat that goes to Brooklyn. And I keep saying that I wanted to get on a Queens one to go. I know I'm gonna go. I should go to Staten Island, because I gotta definitely go shopping and stuff like that. But yeah, so they have different means of transportation now. You don't have to just get on a train or take a Uber or Lyft, or people drive in New York City. Like, a lot of times people be like, oh yeah, you don't need no car to live in New York City. But people get a car. People do get a car. You know what I'm saying? And I remember somebody was like, yeah, well, you live in New York City, so you don't need no car. Meanwhile, they got a whole damn car, and they live in New York City too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, make it make sense. Like, now I can sit back and really be thinking about some of the things that people will say and do. Like, how the hell you telling me, oh yeah, we live in New York City, we don't need a car, but yet you got a whole damn car and a whole car note? Make it make sense. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, but you can either drive, you can either take public transportation, the train, the bus, and now they have the boats, which is a good thing, because at the end of the day, if you're in Manhattan and you're trying to go to Queens or Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, you could eliminate all the traffic and stuff like that, and the road rage, because people out here is crazy. But anyway, the reason why I brought that up is because I was talking about going to the park and releasing what I need to release before I enter my home. That's the reason why I brought up the whole the boat situation, because where I walk at, there's a body of water, the East River. You feel what I'm saying? A body of water. Then you have, like, the Hudson, the East River, the Hudson River. Then you have, like, it's so many different whatever bodies of water. But anyway, like, releasing, writing out how I feel, because not all the time do I want to call people and vent and tell people what the hell's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I realize everyone got something that they dealing with. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not burdening nobody with my problems or with the things that are bothering me, because at the end of the day, I don't want to care, and I don't care for anybody else to care. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's one thing to vent, and it's another thing to move on, right? Because at the end of the day, like, yeah, you could vent to people and let people know all the stuff that's going on. But what happens when, you know what I'm saying, you venting and releasing it, and then the next moment, you like, I don't even want to talk about this. But then, what happens when this person brings it back up? Or what happens if this person posts your business on social media? You know what I'm saying? Or, you have a falling out with somebody and they bring it up, right? So I just feel like at the end of the day, whatever you choose to tell somebody or vent about, or then you have to be ready for all these other things, other factors. You feel what I'm saying? But for me, I feel like not everything is it should be something like, oh, I should tell everybody all this shit that I'm going through, or allow the workplace to interfere with home life or personal relationships. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you gotta separate it, right? And with these non-traditional jobs and stuff like that, people definitely have to not allow outsiders to uh disrupt their home life. You feel what I'm saying? You shouldn't allow someone, like, there's no way that someone that you have not met or that you don't know should have so much power in your life that they come into your home and disrupt everything and cause chaos and eliminate relationships that meant something to you. How could someone have that much power and energy to do that? How and why? What would be the basis of that? And I feel like we shouldn't bring that energy in our home at all. I feel like at the end of the day, if you need to vent, release it, talk about it, but move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get off work, people be stressed, tired, still mad at what the boss said or what this person did, you feel me? So they want to talk about it. Right, talk about it 15, 30 minutes, but come on, like 6 hours? Like, come on now, that's a little bit too much. You doing the most. That's how I feel like, yo, you doing the most. Yes. But taking time out for you and coming back stronger. You know what I'm saying? Coming back stronger than what you was. Because at the end of the day, people want to see people in a weak state. People hate when they see you winning or when you thriving. You feel what I'm saying? Some people go out there and they acquire all this fashionable stuff and trying to look all good and all that stuff. But then yet they ain't got no money. How you ain't got no money, honey? You feel what I'm saying? You want to act like you this big bad woman and you doing all these things, but then yet you fronting. You know what I'm saying? You just playing the role. You know what I'm saying? Faking it till you make it has really moved beyond that stage. You feel what I'm saying? It moved beyond that faking it till you make it. Like, you done moved on past that and now you in illusion. Like, it's fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you faking it till you make it. You look fly but ain't got no money in a bank. You feel me? You look dipped out but you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't trying to fix that situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how many times do you have to get evicted? You know what I'm saying? For you to say to yourself, like, well, maybe I should budget my money. You feel what I'm saying? How many times are you going to allow yourself to get into the negatives with your money? Negative such and such. Or why would you allow yourself to self-sabotage the things that are going on in your life? It's like anything good that, is for you, it's like you ruining it. You feel what I'm saying? And that right there, I feel like is a negative. It's it's very negative in nature. Like it's negative. But some people maneuver their life like that. We not perfect. Nobody out there is perfect. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, I think on some level, we should be working on ourselves and improving the things that, are bring that things that we do that bring down our own lives, that will put us in a certain position that we don't want to be in. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard of this term like rock bottom? Like someone had to lose it all to regain a focus and to you know what I'm saying, to get it all back or whatever. But some people get it all back and they do the same thing and they lose it again. And there's some people out there that's well off, got money, all this stuff, but they miserable, they sad, they depressed, they dealing with a whole bunch of other issues, health issues. You feel what I'm saying? Don't even know if they coming or going. Like, that's why when you be seeing certain wealthy people and stuff like that, you be like, wait, hold up, this person is mad wealthy. They have their dreams in their hand. They have the whole world in their hand. Like, you feel me? Like, you got your business, right? You got your business. Your business is thriving. You know what I'm saying? Your basic needs are met beyond, beyond the shit. Like, you got a house. Some people got plenty of houses. Some people got houses, farms, land, all this stuff. Like, yo, if you got millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a lot of things you could do. But, and they have cars. You got all these cars, like a whole bunch of cars. You feel me? But yet you sad. Like, what's going on here? Make it make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially like you got all this stuff going on. That's just like a woman, right? There's some women out there, right? They look for men for survival. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, people don't want to talk about that. Like, I think that some people have got brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? In certain sectors of the hood where, we feel like we got to take care of our men and hold them down and be there, be that day one. You feel what I'm saying? Doing all this stuff. And they still will shit on you. Now, I got this thing right here. It says, let me get the sticky note, because it says, do not cuss while recording. This is what this sticky note says. And I just, you know what I'm saying? If you listening to this, definitely like, share, comment, share. And I say subscribe for all the YouTube viewers. You feel me? Because I am on Facebook and YouTube at this time. And YouTube, I heard the community guidelines. You guys are very stickler with the language. And so hopefully I didn't mess up that. But anywho, you listening, it's your first time, definitely subscribe, comment, share, like. Okay. So I just had to say that, because I'm like, why are you cussing? Why do I have to cuss? Oh my God, that's so funny. Like, I'm really like, listen, I'm being my authentic self. So, hey, whatever. But that's something I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta take it out. I gotta be like, oh, I can't, be cussing no more. Let me drink this water. So, taking time out for you and come back stronger. Taking the time out for you, right? So get some rest. A lot of times people, will be online all day long while they working. Hey, you know what I'm saying? While they working. And also for like forms of entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Or trying to do all things. Get some rest. You know what I'm saying? Get some sleep. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you rest in your body. A lot of times people always talk about, oh yeah, I could sleep when, I'm dead or whatever. Like, oh yeah, I could sleep when I'm dead. I don't need no sleep. No, yeah, you do need some sleep. Yes. I don't care what nobody say. Like, it's this thing where people be like, oh yeah, you ain't got no money. Well, you can't make no money while you sleeping. You can't make no money while you sleeping. Or you broke, but why you still sleeping? I can't sleep if I'm broke. Like, you can't make no money when you sleeping. So, you know what I'm saying? I gotta work hard. I gotta do all this extra stuff just to have extra money in my pocket or whatever. But there's people out there that make money in their sleep. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it like, people want you to think you gotta like work all hard and do all this extra stuff, because they want you to continue to have that kind of thought process as to like, oh yeah, you gotta like, at least, you get like 2 hours, 3 hours of sleep, and then you gotta put these hours in and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm from like where women be working 2 jobs. Let's keep it a buck. Like, all this online stuff about, there's men out there that take care of women. You know what I'm saying? And it's some women out there that utilize men for survival means, right? And that's their whole overall goal out there, is to finesse a man and to get him to do what they want him to do. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? And there's some women who had successful, who have had a successful career in doing that. So let's keep it a buck. And it don't have nothing to do with love. You know what I'm saying? Because there's women right now who live in a shelter that love their man wholeheartedly, but they man got them in a shelter. Let's keep it a buck. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's like they couldn't budget the house, the apartment. They didn't have no money for that. Like, they couldn't budget that shit in. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I could buy you a meal, give you some money for, like, you know what I'm saying, like McDonald's and shit or whatever. Or, you know what I'm saying, I even could take you to Ricardo's. Like, if you like a little $200 meal, $100 meal, whatever, buy you some Jordans, some clothes, you know what I'm saying, buy you stuff. I could do that. But I can't pay $2,500 for rent. Like, I just can't do that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And that's what these guys are telling these women. I would like to imagine, you feel what I'm saying? Or they ain't saying nothing. Because I feel like at the end of the day, if you in a relationship with a man that you taking care of, holding it down, whatever age group, because this age stuff don't even matter no more. Like, I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to put that out there, because a lot of times, people out there feel like, yeah, once a woman get a certain age, you feel me, that they stop doing the BS, you know what I'm saying? Or stop allowing these things to happen. You feel me? So I'm not gonna sit there and be like, you know what I'm saying, once you reach this age, all you gotta do is wait till you're 35 or 40, and you ain't gonna have this problem no more. You're not gonna have these issues no more. Listen, there's women that's 45, 50, still dealing with the bum shit. You feel me? The bum-ish. And it is what it is. It's your life. You choose your life how you want to choose your life, okay? It's your life, and you get through whatever challenges and hurdles that you got to get through. Shoot through them hoops or whatever. However you call that. But as far as being in a situation like that, you feel me, like, how long would you want to be in that kind of situation? It makes absolutely no sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? As you get older, you just start to see like, it makes absolutely no sense. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? How certain men could finesse women into certain things. You feel me? And it's like, anyway, let's get back to taking time out for yourself, right? Because that's a whole nother topic. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of all that stuff, like, people living different lives, having different experiences, people doing certain things that, like, if you was fucking, oh God, here we go with the cursing. So if you was raised where you was like struggling and all that stuff, struggling, then, and somebody else wasn't raised like that, you feel me? They wasn't raised where they was struggling or whatever. They had everything handed to them. You know what I'm saying? But it's so interesting how people could come from different backgrounds, but they could kind of like end up together, like end up, you know what I'm saying, at a class somewhere, or at a, you know what I'm saying, end up in the level. Like, a lot of times people be like, oh yeah, only certain men or certain people have these kind of tendencies. Like, just like people out there, they ignorant and they think that only domestic violence is a low income thing. You know what I'm saying? Only, men who are broke beat their woman. But that's not true. You could have, it could be anybody. It don't even have to just be a man. You could be in a same-sex relationship with two women. You know what I'm saying? And, it could come to that. Right? But some people they won't think that. They would feel like, oh, it's their circumstances. Oh yeah, it's his circumstance. Like, yeah, he ain't got no job, so that's why he beat me. So then this guy over here got millions of dollars and own mad property, and you know what I'm saying, he beats his wife. So what's the excuse for there? Like, oh, he making too much money, that's why he beating me. Like, what we doing here? Like, it's a control thing. Like, people want to control you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, these guys out here want to control. They want to control and manipulate. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But people in those situations have to wake up on their own. Like, yeah, you could be there for somebody, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's kind of like crazy how, what's crazy about this situation is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, when you see someone going through that situation and you want to be a helping hand, right? And this may be your first time ever, like, helping someone that has been in a DV type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a family member, a friend, or even, like, you know what I'm saying, someone that you see or whatever, and they come to you and they confide in you, or maybe you happen to come across it. Like, who the hell knows? Like, you know what I'm saying, if you walk around a corner and you see somebody arguing or getting their ass beat, you feel what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people just accidentally, you know what I'm saying, accidentally fall into it, but, like, it's something that you wasn't expecting, but something that, you know, you ran into, like you came across, like it came up. Like, who the hell thinks? And when you wake up in the morning, right, you could plan your day and say, oh, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, but you could do those things, but it's a lot of things that's going to happen that you ain't even know what's going to happen. You feel what I'm saying? But allowing yourself to be a part of that situation and helping. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you see someone that's you know, in a situation where they need help, like, yeah, some people help, some people will stay there and call 911, and you know what I'm saying? Listen, call the police. Okay, call the police. A lot of people out there, they don't want to call the police. They don't, you feel me? Like, you know, it's like there's no snitching policy type of thing. Like, oh, it's no snitch, don't snitch. Listen, I'm snitching. I'm telling on everybody. Everybody going down. You feel me? I'm one of those. Like, listen, I'm from the hood, all that stuff. Listen, I'm a snitch. I'm a big snitch. I'm telling. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Listen. Certain secrets, listen, I'm snitching. I'm calling the popo. That's what's going down. Anywho. Yeah, so but anyway, the point I was trying to make, like, yo, you see somebody right in a situation like that, right? Boom. Once that is over, however it goes down, and you want to help them, and you want to, like, you know, remove them from the situation or whatever. Like, you want to help them, like, you don't want them to be in that relationship no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to get killed. You know what I'm saying? To preserve their life. Like, cause that's what these domestic violence relationships lead to. Okay, they lead to that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, people don't even, like, they lead to someone getting physically harmed, like physically, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is it love if this guy is setting you on fire? Like, make it make sense to me, son. Like, it makes no sense. How is this love if he's breaking your jaw? How is that love? How is that love? How is that love if he cuts your hands off, or, you feel what I'm saying? Like, how is that love? How is that love if he's sexually assaulting you? Oh, shoot, I should never said that. Oh, Lord. The YouTube guidelines on... I know you got to take out certain shit. Oh, Lord. I'm going to have to... Oh, my goodness. But, I mean, it's a topic, right? So, how is that love when someone's doing that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not love at all. That's really not, you know, love for someone to hurt you like that. You know, it's not. And I think that when you do help someone in that situation, and it looks like they having progress, and they say they want to move on, they say they want to move forward with their life, but the reality is they're going to revert back to that person. They're going to go back to them. Like, I hate to say it, like, yo, it sounds crazy, like, yo, listen, you know, but it's a fact. Like, you could look at statistics, you could research it, you could, you know what I'm saying, look at everything, like, online, even people who share their stories, you know what I'm saying, like, as far as that aspect, you feel me? Like, they go back, like, and it's a hurtful situation to watch, you know, and see, you know what I'm saying? Because the reality is, if someone hurts you or hits you, they gonna do it again. I'm sorry, like, people could sit there and be like, oh, well, you know, it's been mad years since this person has hit me, or since this person has done this to me. But because it wasn't nothing that was triggering enough too. Like, yeah, they have what they call these classes that these guys be into. Anger, not well, anger management is something that, you know, they have like abusers do, like anger management, or what is this other thing? Wait, anger management, then abusers accountability is some other something batterers something, some batterers counseling, or batterers, I don't know. If you guys know, or maybe if I do know, it'll reach me at a different time. Maybe I'll put it in a comment section, but it's really not. It's just a certain type of workshop or meeting, you know what I'm saying, some type of anonymous meeting that these guys go to, and they get information as to, you know, them being abusers. You feel what I'm saying? Them putting their hands on their spouse. You know, I never ran a group like that, and I really don't know what information that's being transpired in those groups, so I can't really talk on that, you know, because they do they do offer stuff like that. They do have that type of stuff like online, and people offer like therapy sessions, or, you know, I don't know what they do on that aspect, right? But what I do know is that if a guy hits you, beat you, you know what I'm saying, punch you, hit you, spit on you, verbally abuse you, put you down, do all this stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, it's going to happen again. That's what I do know. You know what I'm saying? I you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know, cause people could be like, oh yeah, well, this person was going through all this stressful situation. Oh, they was stressed out. You feel me? They was going through this, and henceforth, that's why they hit me, or that's why they did what they did. You feel me? It's making excuses for the person. It really is. Cause if a guy knock out your tooth, like that's very real. Like, that's serious. Like, how could that be fake? You know what I'm saying? How could you cast that out in your mind as something that's just like not unimportant? Like, you mean to tell me he cheated on you? He cheated on you. He stepped out of the relationship. This dude stepped out of the relationship. And the only thing you did was call him out about it. You just called him out about stepping out on a relationship. And this dude want to beat you up for it? You mean to tell me he beat you up for him getting caught cheating? And that's love? That's something that could be forgiven? No, like, listen. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we could water it down, right? If you have alcohol in a cup, right, and you water it down, does that make it less alcohol? You know what I'm saying? It probably make it easier to go down, water it down, but does that mean that it's not going to have the same effect? Like, you know what I'm saying? That the alcohol would have without the water? Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, let's be real honest. Like, ain't nothing sweet and perfect and happy about walking on eggshells in your household, in your life. That's not a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? You walking on eggshells in your household because you don't want to set this dude off. He a ticking time bomb. You don't know when he gonna explode because he feels some type of way about whatever he feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to subject yourself to that kind of energy, to that. and that's the end or be all. Like, nah, like it gotta be a better way. It has to be a better way. It has to be a better way, because that's not it. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they have it in their mind like, yo, I'ma be in this relationship for the rest of my life. Yo, he gonna be my man forever. And you know what I'm saying? I met him when I was like, you know what I'm saying? I met him when I was like 17. And so he's the one. You know what I'm saying? We've been through thick and thin together. But he beat you and he had kids on you. Like, tell me what, like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on with that? What's tea with that? You feel what I'm saying? But people, like, listen, if you could be in any situation that you want to be in, like, hey, it's your world, baby girl, do you. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is not like, I ain't telling nobody how to live their life, what they should do with their life. You feel what I'm saying? This is not, I'm not saying that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just providing information. You feel what I'm saying? You could utilize it for whatever you want to utilize it for. That's what it is as a grown ass woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people out here that operate like kids and they want to be told what to do or how to live their life or where they should go, what they should drink, what they should do. I'm not no damn judge. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't giving out mandated orders. Mandated, you know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of these people, you know, online, they be trying to do, trying to feel like, trying to tell you how you should, oh yeah, you should live your life like this, or you should do this, you know, you should, you know, whatever. You know, people are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like some dictatorship type of energy. You know, they wanna tell you, oh yeah, all this stuff. But then yet they be fronting in their own life. They don't be taking the same advice. They don't. They give out advice that they can't even take themselves at all. Like, you giving out advice to something that, you know, that you can't even uphold in your own life. That you can't even uphold it. You feel what I'm saying? It makes no sense at all. That's just like if I'm over here actively getting my ass beat in a relationship. Like, I'm in a relationship and I'm getting my ass beat, and I come online and I be like, yo, you know, you guys need to leave relationship. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's a motivation. Like, it's a motivation. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, because if you have someone, like, you know what I'm saying, they just, you know, got beat up or whatever, and they get online and then they talking all this stuff, and then they uphold it, and that be the turning point. You know what I'm saying? A turning point for them, and they keep on the new path, right? But a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, with domestic violence, and people don't understand is that, you know, there is a cycle of the abuse. You feel what I'm saying? And there's different phases within that cycle, and a lot of times the women go back, right? Because this person's coming back, right? And he's telling you things that, you know, you want to hear. He's saying all the good things that you want to hear, and he's giving you things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know someone said to me, like, oh, well, why would you want to be, you know, in a relationship with a broke guy who beats you? You could just be in a relationship with a rich guy who beats you, but at least you get gifts and all that stuff. But I mean, why would you want somebody to beat you anyway? Right? That's when you gotta tap into your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a mind. It's something that has to do with your mind, right? And how it's programmed in this present moment or whenever you dealt with it, right? Because the reason why I could talk about that is because many years ago, many moons, okay, we talking about over 10 years ago, like a long ass time ago. We talking about, I want to say 15 years ago or maybe longer. No, I can't even say it that long ago, because you know, I could say 10 years. Let's put 10 years. Let's put 10. I don't know when the amount of time is, but for that particular person, because but yeah, it's like, yeah, over 15 years ago. I'm gonna say that over 15 years ago, because I'm 40. Yeah, I'm up there. I'm up there. Let's talk about my age, y'all, because I feel like I still feel the same. I still feel like I feel young in spirit. Like, I just feel like the same. Like, I always thought like, yo, when I get 40, I'm gonna be, you just have this idea of how things gonna be, how you gonna feel, and all this stuff. And it's just like, yo, I feel like myself. I feel like regular. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, the point I was trying to make in terms of the domestic violence situation is that, people go back. They do. They go back and they get into a cycle of like going back. And I was in that cycle of, I kept going back. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of times what I've noticed is the promises, you know what I'm saying? The belief that things will be better. You know what I'm saying? And this person will ultimately give me what I want. Because at the end of the day, he was getting what he wanted out of the situation. Right? See, that's what, a lot of you people out there, right? Those who can identify with it. Maybe some of you guys can't identify with that. It is what it is. You feel me? And that's a part of life, because there's some women out there that's going to say like, yo, I never dealt with a man that put their hands on me or talked to me crazy. Like, yo, I'm telling you that there's women out there that got different encounters, different, even with the same man. What's crazy about that situation, right? With these men is what I'm noticing is that they're going to treat women accordingly. You feel me? Because it's like, how is it that you got one man, right? And he beats one of his girls, but then don't beat the other girl. Well, one of his women. Let's say that woman. Let's throw that term out there, woman, partner, in terms of that, like, relationship wise, right? Like, there's some women out there that, they got the other end of the stick. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, so that's why is when you think about that whole mindset that comes behind being abused, you know what I'm saying? That traumatic shit. Now, I'm not no psychiatrist. I'm not no therapist. I'm not no mental health specialist or none of that. So I'm just talking about experiences, what I observe, what I research, and what I've come to know on my journey in life. You take it how you want to take it. But I'm just sharing my opinion. I gotta put that out there because, people like to, I don't know. The internet is triggering. You feel what I'm saying? People are constantly getting triggered by the things that they hear. And it's just like, yo, this is a topic. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta put that disclaimer out there. And I'm gonna stop doing those disclaimers because I realize when I do those disclaimers, I be forgetting a damn point I was trying to make. Like, I be like, yo, I be forgetting what the point I was trying to make. After I put that whole little disclaimer out there, like, I be like, God damn, like, I done forgot what the hell I was about to say. It makes no sense. But I still got to put that out there. But as far as the relationships, like the abusive relationships, like, yeah, like once the guy put his hands on you, or once it changes, it changes. Like the relationship is no longer the way it used to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I know. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. That's what I know. It's not the same. It's not the same. Like, he put his hands on you, he disrespect you, you know, it's toxic. You know what I'm saying? He publicly embarrassing you, whether it could be online or in your community or even in your personal space around your family and friends. He ain't the one for you. And people could talk about like the maturity level. Like, oh yeah, this, you know, a lot of times guys be young when they do stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, he was young when he did this, or, you know, or whatever. He was young. He wasn't raised in a household without a father. Like, you know, all these different excuses that, you know, people like to make. You know what I'm saying? Make these excuses. But what I do know is, okay, well, maybe he'll be good for the next person. He could work on what he needs to work on for the next person, because that's what it is. Like, that's just like, you know, when you have kids, right? And, you know, like, let's say you have a teenage mom and a teenage father or whatever. Like, they had their kids at 19 and they wasn't a good ass parent or whatever. Like, they, you know what I'm saying, run the streets. The kids were always with the grandmother. Like, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't even there. You feel what I'm saying? And they get older and they remember the stuff that they experienced, or they could remember like, oh, well, damn, my parent, my mother, whatever, my daddy was never there, whatever. But then now they grown. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then your parents have kids and they're a whole nother different parents with their children. Like, I mean, with your siblings, with your younger siblings. They there. They the present parent. And it's just like, yo, you wasn't even that for me. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't even there. But now you mommy and daddy of the year. You know what I'm saying? For my little sibling. It's like, they got it good. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Or whatever. Like, and it's that simple. Like, you know, when you have like parents who was just, they was a effed up ass parents, effed up. You can have, like, you know what I'm saying, some parents who just effed up. You know what I'm saying? Just like you got some people out there who just effed up. And it's just like, you just gotta let them go on, let them be. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people out there that don't even talk to their parents because of some effed up thing that they did to them? Like, a lot of times people don't want to even talk about that aspect of like relationships and family and stuff like that. Like, you know, how your parents did you dirty. Like, you got parents who treating their children like second, like horrible. Like, really horrible. You know what I'm saying? But then it's crazy how, like, they'll treat particular children horrible, right? But they treat other children better, right? And, you know, a lot of, you know, of like grown people, like in their 40s and 50s, have expressed some of the things that they've gone through when they was children. You know what I'm saying? And they could be like, well, I experienced this, but yet my sibling didn't have that experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people are having like these different encounters or different experiences, because you could have, you know, in a family, you could have a set of siblings that don't even talk to each other, or don't even, you have one sibling who's more closer to the parents than the other one. And it seemed like this person is like the outcast, or the person that's like rebelling and stuff like that. Like, that stuff happens. It is what it is. It happens. And I feel like people could get through it. Like, these are things that you could get through and you could work through, right? But when it comes to this online stuff, some people are vocal about the things that they are going through, and other people are not vocal about the things that they are going through. And that's just what it is. But that doesn't mean that things aren't happening. You feel me? But you have to be responsible for yourself, hold yourself accountable for what it is that you need to do, because whether people are in your life or not, you still got to do what you got to do, straight up and down, right? And as far as abusive relationships, whoever's in an abusive relationship have to come to that realization on their own. They have to come to that realization on their own that they're in an abusive relationship, and that they are going to do what they need to do to not allow this to be a cycle of something that you're constantly experiencing. Because that's what it's going to ultimately become, a cycle. Just like when you think about like habits, there's certain things that we do on a daily basis that could be ritualistic practices. Like, every morning you get up, you get in the shower, wash your face, brush your teeth, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what type of religion or spirituality that you have, going on. There's certain morning practices that people do, or there's some people out there that they start their day at the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, they start their day at the gym, like, yo, I'm going to start my day at the gym, or I'm going to write, or, I'm going to start my day doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing people out there like, yo, before the sun even rises, it's people that be on a jogging thing. You know what I'm saying? That they be just like, yo, I'm about to get this workout in. I'm about to, do this meditation, right? A lot of times people start their day with a certain meditation or a certain prayer, you know what I'm saying? But it's something that, and it becomes habitual, like something that you do, you have a habit of doing it, right? And I feel like time is going by so fast that, if you are in a state of saying like, yo, I'm not going to take time out for myself in this present moment or now. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. Like, yo, tomorrow I'm going to take time out for myself. I'm going to do this tomorrow. It's always tomorrow. Like, when I was young or whatever, younger. Let's put that out there. Younger. When I was younger. It was this thing, like, people used to always be like, yo, I'm going to start my diet on Monday. Like, Monday was like this golden day of starting diets. You know what I'm saying? And they used to have, like, all these pills. Like, yo, I don't know what GMC got on the diet thing, like, as far as the pills. But, yo, when I was growing up, yo, that's all the diet pills, yo, like, those was like big trendy things. Like, you don't understand how much it was, so much of a pressure back in the 90s to be skinny, yo. It's crazy. Like, it's like the way now and then is like day and night. It's literally like day and night, because it's like now we're in a time where people are embracing themselves wholeheartedly. Whether you obese, fat, skinny, medium built, you know what I'm saying, disabled, able, you feel what I'm saying? disformities, or like, you know what I'm saying, like diseases and all this, like a lot of things, like people wanted people to look a certain way to be in certain films, or to represent their products and different things like that. It was not like a holistic thing. Like people wasn't on a holistic grind, or you talking about like eating healthy and detoxing and drinking certain like what smoothies and like juicing, like, you know what I'm saying, like, or eating more vegetables. And it wasn't nothing like that. Like they had straight fast food restaurant commercials and diet commercials, my dude. Like that's what it was. Like it was just like this whole confusing thing. Like, what's going on here? You want me to eat at McDonald's, but then you want me to pop a trim spot? Like, what we doing here? Like, hydro, all this crazy diet pill stuff. Like, but it's crazy. Like, but that's a whole nother show, a whole nother topic, and that's propaganda. Like, you feel me? But it was a different time, and it was like so much pressure on looking a particular type of way or being a particular type of way. You know what I'm saying? It was more so like, it was a different time. Like now people are like embracing themselves for who they are, right? Because it's like I always said this, like back in the days, like, young women, young girls is very impressionable and can be influenced easily. You know what I'm saying? But these influences are not meant to benefit. Because it's like, how is it going to benefit you to develop a eating disorder, like, or develop a self-image, a perception of way you see yourself? Like, the worst thing that someone could ever do is perceive themselves as not being beautiful, or perceiving themselves as not worthy or deserving of anything. Like that's just like the most craziest thing, yo. Like, and it's like a disease of the mind type of shit. Like, you feel me? Like, to perceive, and then it's like it's always like the real pretty girls, the pretty women. Like, you be looking at something like, do you not see yourself? Like, what we doing here? You know, it's crazy how if you could allow someone to convince you that you ugly, or to instill in you things that are just gonna be detrimental to you in the long run, yo, that shit is so, it's disheartening. But that's a lot of some women experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like who be on this confessional type of platform, like, people who they do like the story times and stuff like that. I know you hear people, they be feeling like they have experienced like low self-esteem, or not having certain type of self-worth, right? You know what I'm saying? Or feeling good about themselves, and that's based on the society views and norms, you know what I'm saying? And then also like your personal household, like the people that's the closest to you, you feel what I'm saying? They could instill a lot of stuff in you. And once you realize that, like, you have to rid yourself of those things, and getting back to taking the time out for yourself and coming back stronger, taking your time out for yourself to do what it is that you need to do for yourself, to kind of like get yourself into this present state where you're not being held down by nothing or no one, or even certain experiences that you had, or the things that you have gone through. Like, a lot of times people get caught into this thing of really and strongly identifying with their experiences, or what someone else said about them, you know what I'm saying, or all this other shit, and it kind of like wears down, and it brings you down. And it's like getting to that state of where it doesn't bother you, but you can be in the present moment and living your life where shit is not that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause what I realize is, you know, people who've been through some horrible things, that could help them to develop this mean girl. Like this mean, no, we ain't even gonna say mean girl. I ain't gonna use that term, but just being mean and mean spirited. Like that's what I'm gonna say, mean spirited. Cause I'm not even gonna sit here and talk about, oh yeah, this is just, you know, a woman thing or a girl. No, anybody could be mean spirited or be nasty. You know what I'm saying? And develop this attitude where you feel like, oh yeah, people's after me, and you just got to be very blatantly nasty to other people or try to put people down. You know what I'm saying? Some people put their own damn people. You know what I'm saying? Like I've noticed, you know, that, you know, some adults, you know, who are allowed their situation or what they've gone through to turn them into bitter, or turn them into like this person that's bitter, that's angry. You know what I'm saying? And they became something that they never wanted to be, or didn't, you know what I'm saying, didn't think that they will eventually end up or whatever, because they, like, you know, hold on to all that stuff and allowed it to mold them into something that they didn't want to be. And when you realize that you are experiencing that, or if you feel like, yo, I'm not where I want to be at in life, like this is not it for me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is not it for me. This is not where I want to be at. This is, you know, I can't do it. You feel me? Then that's when you got to be like, you got to take time out for yourself. You got to put in the necessary work. You got to do what it is that you need to do, because at the end of the day, what you going to be doing? Wasting your time? Like being angry, being mad, holding on to things that's just like, that's keeping you stuck. You feel me? That's, you know, putting you into this conscious state where you're not choosing yourself, where you're not benefiting, you know. Now, I did this, if you go to www.beautifulstartpodcast.com, you know, every Monday there is a brand new episode that you guys can listen to, whether I'm live or not. There's an episode that's always on there. And also what I do is, if you go to www.beautifulstartpodcast.com, and you go to book a session, you can have sessions with me. I do coaching sessions, one-on-one sessions. All of it's like one-on-one sessions, right? This is not, because I, you know what I'm saying? So it's one-on-one sessions. So I do coaching sessions, combined sessions, and vent sessions, right? So the combined session is just a coaching session and an event session combined. So if you're interested in learning more about the sessions in detailed, you could definitely go to the website, right? And then also I do have a new session that is, you know, great. It's a colloquy session. So it's something that's new, but let me just go on and let you know what these that I offer. So the coaching session is really all about self-improvement, me helping and assisting you to get to where you wish to be, to set up a plan that will aid you to reaching your, you know, your fullest potential. And then it's aid in a mindset change. Also, I will be breaking down the secrets to really shifting your life around forever. And this is all to get you started and working on the objectives that you set out for yourself, right? So at the end of the day, this is assistance. You know what I'm saying? I could provide you with information or whatever, but at the end of the day, even help you set up like a little schedule or a plan for yourself, right? That that's the part of the assistant plan. But ultimately, you have to put in the work. You feel me? Like, you have to ultimately do that. Like, it's really up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a coaching session with anybody. If you're the type of person that just go to different people and have different coaching sessions or different sessions, period, and you the type, you got in the habit of doing that, but you didn't get into the habit of applying none of this stuff to your life, or even going within and taking some time away from social media and really working on your physical life in the physical world. You feel what I'm saying? And utilizing that, I guarantee you will see things change and shift in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm not giving people goals and all that stuff. Like, you have to ultimately figure out what it is that you want for your life. You know what I'm saying? It's not what, oh yeah, I see. It's not what I see that's going on in your life that I think needs improving or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, because at the end of the day, if you cool with it, I'm great with it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, I ain't changing for nobody. I'm not doing nothing nobody want me to do. I'm doing what I want to do. This is my life, my world. That's the type of, you know, energy I'm that's the type of energy that I'm getting off on. Like, I don't know as far as what you got going on, but that's what it is. But if I seek out assistance, if I want assistance, then I'm going to open myself to accepting a new perspective, or to open myself up for information, to receiving information. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if I'm going to someone and that means that I trust that they provided me with the information and tools that I need to navigate or get to where I want to be at. You feel what I'm saying? So, I'm not going to challenge that, because if I was challenging it, then I wouldn't have went to that person. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. Like, you feel me? Unless you are interested in the colloquy sessions. Like, now listen, the big debates. Okay, the big debate. All right. So the coaching session is totally, you know, it's something I already put out there what the coaching session is all about, right? But the colloquy session, okay, now this is a session that is very different, is unique, but it's meant to be a positive chat and chill type of conversation, right? And with having that positive chat and chill type of vibe conversation, it could be on any subject matter. Like, listen, if you guys want to come with a great debate, listen, we could get it in. It is what it is, right? But basically, this is a session that is unique and positive. This session is a unique and positive chat and chill type of conversation that could be on any subject matter, whether serious or trivial. You know what I'm saying? We could chop it up about anything here. You feel what I'm saying? And if you guys want to come with a great debate, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a 30-minute session, right? I'm not going over any prices or none of that stuff on here. If you're interested in that, definitely go to the website www.beautifulstartpodcast.com and make it do what it do. You feel me? And then also we have the vent session. The vent sessions is straight. It's direct. You should know what a vent session is. Like, come on, let's keep it a buck. Like, all right, for vent sessions, I do 30 minutes and I do 45 minutes, right? But let me just break this down a little bit, right? So the vent session, right, because for you people out there who be like, oh, I don't know what that's all about and all this stuff, right? So for the vent sessions, right, this is designed for you to talk about your problems, the things that you are struggling with, You know what I'm saying? Talk, 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 release, 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 release. You feel what I'm saying? That's what that is. The combined session is the coaching sessions and event sessions together. And I'm only offering that for 55 minutes. That's it, 55 minutes. If you're interested in any of that, definitely go to www.beautifulstartpodcast.com and book a session with me, Antoinette. Like I said, at any time you could, it's 24 hours. I'm not always going to be on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're interested in, like, booking a session with me, come to that website. If you're interested in, like, let's say if you be like, oh, well, damn, I didn't hear nothing. I don't, she's not posting nothing on YouTube or Facebook because I'm going live on both. Go to the website. Go to the website. And also at the website, the Get Back to Me, Get Back to Life group, you can sign up. It's a private group. This is a private group. The stuff that we talk about is not the things that are being discussed in the public. Okay, what I'm telling you, this group is not a tea gossip, talk about the next woman group. Okay, this is not that kind of group, right? This group is all about, like, this group is for women from different parts of the world who's all about building their own life the way they see fit, moving beyond challenges, people, circumstances, and the past. You will receive information that you can apply to your life. Like, yes, you receive information, and also collectively we discuss things. Collectively. Collectively it will be a discussion. You could be a part of the group. You can have full access to the group, or you could say that you could be a part of one group meeting. Having full access to the group means that you're going to be a part of the 2 live group meetings that happens twice a month. It happens twice a month. On Tuesdays, the group meets on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when the group meets twice a month. Okay? It meets twice a month. Okay? Now, it's Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Time. So if you are if you live in a different time zone and would like to be a part of this group, then use a time zone converter to convert the time. Time 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Tuesday. You have to convert that time like that, 8 p.m. That time. So you will find out what time this will be in your state or country during the meetings. Like, you need to know that. So I'm putting that out there. Like, I don't have a time zone converter. So if you want to be a part of this group, you definitely need to know that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, I'm just going to send out the links. At that time, I would like you guys to be a part of it. No, this is not no Facebook group. Okay, this ain't no Facebook group. All right, it's something totally different. Like, no, we not posting nothing on it's something else. So this is not a Facebook group. So don't think that, oh no, we are virtually meeting. We virtually meeting up. All right. So I gotta stress that we virtually meeting up. Like, yo, some of you guys, you could show your face or you could be on the audio. It is up to you, but this is not no Facebook group. There will be not like no 24-hour thing. You know what I'm saying? But we'll meet twice a month, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Twice a month. If you're interested in that, definitely go to the website, www.beautifulstartpodcast.com. And then also save the best for last. So I do a meaningful meditation Yeah, so it's called Meaningful Meditation. So it's basically it's a meditation that I do once a month, and it's absolutely free. Anyone could sign up. Anyone could sign up. Each session is 30 minutes. So yes, we meditating for 30 minutes. I know you guys are gonna be like, damn, that's a long time. But listen, if you sign up and you want to do this meditation, just make sure you are somewhere quiet. Let me go to the time that this is going to be done. So this is going to be done on Wednesdays at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Time, right? So that's when we're meeting up to do this meditation, right? But it's done once a month. You have to sign up. You go to the website, sign up. You sign up with your email and your name. You sign up. Sign up for all the stuff that has the stars next to it. Like, once you fill out all that information, then you could kind of like, you sign up and you be a part of it. And so that's what it is. And when it's time, like, you're going to receive the email and to know like the date, so you can know what date it's going to be. Like, cause all right, you already know it's on a Wednesday. So if you like, yo, I'm free on that time or whatever. But remember, it's Eastern time. So if you're in a different time zone, just think about that and be like, okay, on this day, you just have to know when it's going to be. What is going to be on your, like, what's the time zone? Like, you have to convert the time, like, as if you was, like, what I just explained with the group. That's the same thing you're going to have to do with the meditation. Like, if you're in a different time zone, you got to figure out what time is going to be for you. You figure that out. It's easy. Google is nothing that Google can't handle, right? So you can figure that out easy. Within 5 minutes, you can figure that out. But yeah, so just go to the website and sign up. If you want to be a part of it, sign up. And yeah, and when you sign up, the information regarding the meditation before each session, it will be emailed to you. The actual date and time it will take place, along with the online link to have access to the session, will be emailed to you. But I have to tell you right now, it's always going to be on a Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. At least now. That's what it is. That's the time that it's set for. So if you are interested in being a part of it, it's absolutely free, and you're not going to lose anything. You'll gain everything. I'm telling you, meditation is very powerful. And it can have definitely good perks in your life, so that's important to know too. And people who live peaceful lives have clear minds, and a lot of people like that meditate. It's good to like, be able to, sit still and quiet yourself and tap into some other things, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about things that's going to stress you out or make you feel even more overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? This is just to calm you down, to get you to train your mind, and train your mind to allow your mind to be peaceful, right? Because some people living in a chaotic, like, listen, they don't know if they coming or going with all the stuff that they got on their mind. You feel me? Like, it's just whatever. But yeah, so if you're interested in being a part of it, definitely sign up. I would love for all you guys to be a part of it, who's listening to this. So yes, definitely sign up. And it's only 30 minutes, just 30 minutes. Take time out for yourself and sign up for this meditation. It's definitely going to benefit you. You're not going to lose out on anything. And yeah, right. I've been meditating for so many years, and I've had a great experience doing it. Yeah, so definitely sign up for that. Go to www.beautifulstartpodcast.com and sign up for it. Also listen to the podcast. Okay, you can listen to the podcast on the website. I'm just so excited about having a website up, like, because when I initially started Beautiful Start Podcast back in 2018, like, I've always like imagined having a website and stuff like that, but I never really put it into action. You know what I'm saying? I was dealing with everything that I was going through. Like, I've had a lot of challenging years, but I've also am able to say that I've grown, and that's the good part about, like, aging, is knowing that, like, you're growing and that you actually are getting better with time and not really being stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it doesn't have to be something that you could physically see, but more so like internal things, right? Because sometimes people can have like internal fights within themselves, like you fighting yourself, like you fight, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, how you ever hear someone make a choice but then they go against it, like being indecisive. It's like they say one thing and they do another thing, right? But it's a great feeling when you are when you connected to yourself, when you in unison, when you one with yourself, like one with what you think and your actions and how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And some people will be in a state where they are out of balance with all that. It's like they think one way, they speak another way, and their actions is totally like chaotic and crazy. Like, and I just honestly feel like we have to get ourselves back to, a place where that's not the situation. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's why when I started it back then, I really wasn't consistent as I am now. You feel me? Like, yeah, I started it, but the things that, that I'm doing on a consistent basis now is totally different from back then. Because back then it was like everything was out of whack. Like everything, like, you know what I'm saying? And so now I could sit back and be like, oh, okay, now I'm more focused, or taking the time out to really get shit done. You know what I'm saying? Right? So that's another thing. Like, you need to take a time out to get it done, like, and stop procrastinating. Like, procrastination used to be my middle name, son. And that's something that to this day I feel like I have to keep it away. Like, I have to really acknowledge when that is creeping in, like that procrastination. Like people are not going to be honest about the procrastination and putting things off. Like, no, you don't need to put things off. If it's something that you want to do, get it done now. Like, ain't nothing promised. Tomorrow ain't promised. You know what I'm saying? That's not the, you know what I'm saying? That's not what it is. So I feel like we gotta definitely be in a space where we are doing what we need to do, instead of procrastinating. That's not what it is. Like, at the end of the day, if you are focused on bettering yourself and self-improving and doing what it is that you need to do, then the best thing that you could do is start today. You could start by doing a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, change can happen over time, right? You could change your mind and have certain ideas, and it comes overnight, but it's the things that you do over time and the things that you're doing in this present moment that could solidify that change. You feel me? So that's basically in 2018 I uploaded the episode to I was using Anchor to I uploaded the podcast episode, and it was something that I always wanted to do, and I tackled the topic that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about domestic violence, and that's what I did. I spoke about that in 2018. And from 2018, I would say like to 2020, 2018, 2020. Yeah. Like I put a lot of content out about domestic violence, and I even provided information in regards to it, like as far as the 1-800 numbers, the domestic violence shelters. I even broke all that stuff down, like, because I wanted to like give that information. I even had a podcast show called Beautiful After Abuse, where I even gave further information. So, if you guys are struggling with that, or if you've gotten out of a DV situation or whatever it is, definitely check those videos out. It's a lot of information that is good, or just topics in general just to know about. You know what I'm saying? It's good. But I started that, and I I just wanted to get that information out, and it kind of growed into something where I just talk about like motivational stuff or whatever, put information out there. It keeps me focused. It keeps me on track to doing what I need to do in my life, because I ain't perfect, yo. You feel me? Like, it be days I be on some chill mode. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I would expose my own self. But I'm working on myself. Like, that's a part of life. Like, I ain't perfect, and I'm not gonna put nobody else. I'm not gonna try to say, oh yeah, everybody's perfect, or put people on pedestals. I don't put people on pedestals no more. Like, I don't. Like, I'm on that type of time, like, where I'm not putting nobody on no pedestal. Like, I don't really care. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did a video talking about stop caring. Like, some things is just not worth caring about no more. I don't care, for real. But anywho, I thank you so much for listening to this live, for riding out. Definitely, if this is your first time, I'm gonna need you to subscribe. I'm gonna need you to like and share. If you on the Facebook, definitely share. Yeah, if I'm not live, definitely remember, every Monday you could go to www.beautifulstarpodcast to listen to the new episode. I thank you so much. Have a great day. Whenever you listen to this, whether you listen to this now or listen to this on a replay, definitely have a great day. And remember, take time out for yourself. Work on yourself and come back stronger. Don't allow no one to hold you down. To put you down. You know what I'm saying? Put you down. Because, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, have a great